Hey guys, so you might have done things in your past that you're not proud of, things that make you want to hide and run away, things that you would literally die before you let anyone know, things that you're even thinking about now and saying, my life is probably like this because I did this. The reason why I am not, prospering in whatever area of my life, maybe the reason why I have relationship issues is because I did this in my past. And you have this guilt, you have this shame, and you're still kept in bondage and you haven't forgiven yourself, and you're not even sure that God has forgiven you. I'm here to tell you that no matter what it is that you have done in your past, and I literally mean it, no matter what it is that you have done, no matter what it is, no matter where you went to, no matter the kind of things that you did with your body, the things that you did with your soul, even if you went as far as selling your soul to the devil or making a pact with the devil, or maybe even you went as far as killing someone, no matter what it is that you have done, no matter how far you went, I want to tell you that God is able to reroute you. And when I say God is able to reroute you, what I mean is able to take you back to where He originally destined for you to be. That position that He destined for you to be from the beginning, God is able to take you right back to that place. Is able to take you right back to the place of restoration, the place of fulfillment. Is able to fill your soul, give you joy, give you happiness. Is able to make you start, doing the right things, doing good things, things that make you feel good, make you. It does. You will no longer feel lost. You will no longer feel like I don't have a life, or you will no longer feel like, who am I? Because it would answer that question. And the truth of the matter is, answering that question, who am I, is very, very tied to who we know God to be. So the way it works is, the more we know God, the more we know God, because we're made in His image, remember, the more we know God, the more we now get to understand who we are ourselves. I mean, I used to think that I was very, let me give an example. I used to think that I was very selfish, or I used to think that I was very emotional. I didn't have control of my emotions. These were some of the labels that I used to define myself based on some of the things that I was doing. But the truth of the matter is, who you are is in one place like this. What you're doing or what you do is in another place. It is possible that you might be doing something, but that doesn't make it who you are. So I was exhibiting some very, very, very funny behavioral traits, but that does not make it who I am. If I want to know who I am as a way just love grace, I go to the one who made me, the one who made me in His own image. And the more I get closer to Him, the more I understand Him, the more I get to know Him. He then reveals me to myself because I'm made in His image. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I really wanted to share it because, this is something that I've seen to be true even in my own life. I didn't know who I was before. I remember 2019 was probably the worst year ever for me. I was just fresh out of school. I was very confused. I felt very lost. I felt like a part of me was missing. There was no fulfillment. There was no satisfaction. There was no contentment. Okay, don't disturb me. Thank you. There was no contentment. I mean, I didn't even know who I was at all. I just remember being like all over the place, not having the direction, not knowing what to do, not having clarity. But thank God, the next year was the pandemic year, and I couldn't be up and about as much. And so I had time to really sit with myself. I had time to also get to know God better. And as that began to happen, I began to there's just this joy, there's just this understanding that there's someone that really loves me no matter what. There's just this newfound identity that I found that is tied to who I am in Him and who He says that I am. You get it? So that's very, very, very important. And so if God can take someone like David, who killed another woman's husband, and God can take someone like Moses, who murdered someone, and God can take Saul, who later turned to Paul, who was killing Christians, and God can take a harlot, Rahab, and it's funny how Rahab is in the genealogy of Jesus. If you trace it back, you will find Rahab's name there. And God can do all these amazing things with all these people. What is it that you've done that's bringing you shame? Take it to the Father and let Him turn that mess into a message. Let Him turn that misery into miracle. Let him turn that pain into promise. I mean, I know that this sounds like motivation, but it's just the truth. It sounds cliche, but it's actually the truth. If you feel what I'm saying in this video, please make sure that you like this video, make sure that you share this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.